Let's go inside the giant nightmare clock tower. Oh, one of these again. So there's multiple temples like this throughout the game. Hey, Julian. You sure it's alright for us to be here as well? If you are not with me, this shall have no meaning. After all, it is thanks to you that I am even standing here. Oh, there goes that conversation. On we go! So we'll see. Is it going to involve the same thing where I press a button and like a bridge forms over and over again? Because we might be kind of repeating a previous dungeon again. But that's kind of the norm for this game. At this point, you just have to accept it. Destroy! Bye! I get a kick out of that sometimes because it almost feels like the game is like, oh, we weren't expecting the fight to be over that fast. Like it's pausing at the end to spend more time. So she's 24. We'll see how fast she gains experience, or maybe I should just sub her in right now. A few blow beats can get her some pretty fast experience. Up or down, huh? Ah! So many potential branching paths! Surprise! We're here to end you. Hyperion, I should test that out. I just saw that on the list at the last second, and I'm like, well, that's probably a cool one. Level... oh. So close. Look at all those things. Bonus crit rate, absolutely. Look how long that series of dots is getting on shock. Crit rate 4. I wonder if it maxes out when it goes across the entire screen. It looks kind of centered in a way that 10 little sprites might be the exact number of things that could fit on one of them. But it's hard to say. Maybe the game just has 10 total and that's it. Oh, we're changing them now. Instead of forming bridges, we're rearranging existing bridges. So obviously I want to put it back. What? I can't put it back? Why doesn't this button do anything? Oh, now it does. Weird. It was just kind of ignoring me for a moment there. We got Chakram. The Aureole Chakram. This Chakram glows in reaction to its bearer's magical energy, increasing all attributes with the exception of physical attack power. Also, it's more powerful in every way. So like usual, we're switching to it immediately. Huzzah! There's no reason to keep that in its previous position. Doesn't lead anywhere anymore. What's this other skill? Hyperion. Yep, that's everybody. Wow, specifically uses 50 MP from Niter and only 15 from Ender, so it's really all over the place. Causes special damage to all enemies near the target, inflicts more damage the higher the HP and MP are. Interesting. Let's try it out. Okay. Some of these skills are more flashier than the other ones are. Some of them have you cutting weird Z strikes across the screen, and some of them have you distorting time and space and causing nightmare shockwaves everywhere, and some of them are like, it's glowing. It attacked with the power of glowing. Glowing. There we go. Shadow kill, time kill. Some of those things have to add up to some nice, different loot. Yep, that's a long list. We did it. We got the whole list. Oh god, every room I go into, there's 3 more directions you can go into from there. How am I gonna... oh man. So everything looks the same. You have a super up-close camera. There's no map. And every room I go into branches into 3 more rooms. I am probably going to miss something. Maybe I'll run through it again off camera when I'm done with it just to see if there's more loot on the floor somewhere. But like, I already cannot tell where I'm going. I don't expect to be lost in that, like, I'm sure I'll find my way to our goal before too long. But once I get to where we're going, I will have zero concept of how many things I may or may not have missed, because there's so many branching paths. Unless I want to make a map right now and slowly start sketching it out while we run around, and in that case, this will take a long time to to do this episode. There we go. I'm taking that must be a shortcut back to an area I could have accessed earlier. Oh, one of royal blood, I have a question for thee. Huh? What was that voice? Doesn't seem like anyone's about to attack us or nothing. Huh. A question, huh? Very well, ask your question and I shall answer. Long ago, a peasant requested counsel with the king and told him of his hardship. The king felt pity for the peasant and bestowed upon him a gift, his own ring. The peasant thanked the king and promptly sold the ring in order to ease his financial hardship. Were the king's actions just? This is the question I put to thee. The king's the most powerful man in the country. He can't just ignore people and let them suffer. He was definitely just. Huh, I wonder. Isn't it unfair for the king himself to be giving a peasant a gift? I'm sure everyone else would have liked to help them out too. Alright, that's enough chatting. Please, I want you to collect your thoughts and each think of your own answer. Let our minds be as one. Why would it be unjust? This is weird. Like, it told him of his hardship, so he's clearly, to some extent, bothered by it. And, like, Kyr's reasoning's really weird, because Kyr wasn't even, like, saying that, like, the king... I was expecting Kyr to be like, the king was playing favorites and giving this one person stuff and ignoring all the other people that are also having problems. But instead, Kyr's judgment was that maybe other people wanted to help? Like, the king was robbing people of a chance to help by helping? That's like the dumbest argument I've ever heard. I'm gonna say he was just. It's fine. It's not like what injustice is being served by helping somebody by giving them money, basically. Like, at the worst, you could say they're playing favorites, but they're just helping somebody. I mean, that's what Setsuna would do, basically, too. Like, it's just something you do. The answer is he was just. The king can hold his head high if... what king can hold his head high if he cannot save a single man who stands before his very eyes? So, that is thine answer. Thou lackest insight. Thou shalt not continue on. Thou must consider again what makes a true king. Did I just get warped back to the entrance? You totally warped me back to the entrance, didn't you? Oh, wait. Crap, I can't remember. It all looks the same, so I'm not sure. But, I'm trying to think about, like, whether or not this place randomizes, or is it the same path as before? No, this looks familiar. Never mind. I just forgot what the beginning of the dungeon looked like, I guess, so for a moment there I was like, it's randomized, whoa! But no, it's not the case. Let's recover your MP. There you go. Everyone else can do stuff for a bit. Or they could all die from that, for all I know, and completely destroy the point of trying to recover MP over time. Oh. Well. They don't care much about water. Oh, I need to equip her ice bit. I've had an ice bit this whole time. I'm like, yay, bonus water damage. But I haven't had access to my one water using character, which has been kind of a problem. Let's see, this heals people. I just cast it on myself instead of her. Whoops. That's not what I was going for. Let's go for that again real quick. There you go. How weird is it that he has a powerful heal spell? Gotcha. Whoa, even the weapon does no damage. So everything, it's just all of her primary damage sources don't affect this type of enemy. Interesting. So this is where I went to last time. I don't know if there's multiple tests across the dungeon, but I might as well just revisit the same one if I can. if I know where it is. Otherwise, I'll just lose track of where it was. So we'll just head right back up there. I don't know, I wonder if there's a translation problem with the question at all. Or if, like, the point of what they're trying to say didn't come across. And now I'm trying to think back to see if did this game ever discuss kings before and what they're supposed to mean in this universe? I have a question for thee. Anything new happening? Oh, are we really gonna redo the entire dialogue? We're doing the entire dialogue, but what did they rewind time? Because, like, canonically, didn't we just get sent back to the entrance? So, like, this whole conversation should have happened already. Having everybody say the same lines again is weird. Like, presenting us with a question again is fine, but us all having the same conversation from scratch again is bizarre. He was unjust. Watch it be a trick question, because on the get-go I was like, I don't know if any of these answers really make sense necessarily. Is this really even a matter of justice? And it'd be funny if the ... turns out to be the actual answer. He was unjust. There is no other answer. It is understandable that, faced with an impoverished man, one would wish to reach out with a helping hand. For a normal man, that would be a just decision, but not for a king. And what is the reason for thine answer? The first principle of any kingdom is that its people must not starve. Thus, the harvesting of crops forms the backbone of any country. If there are peasants suffering, that is clear evidence that the king's rule is not working effectively. If he considers immediate charity as an acceptable redress for the greater follies of his rule, then he has no right to be the king. A just king should not give charity to the few, but should rule in a way that benefits the many. So basically the answer's wrong because a whole bunch of context that was never given by the question, and basically because of an answer that was also not available for the question. Because, like, there's so much more after the question was asked and answered than before. Instead of giving charity to a peasant, the king should gather his retainers and fulfill his duty to the people by implementing a new, more just rule. I also don't know if just is the right word for any of this that we're talking about here, because just involves justice, and I don't think that the concept of whether or not there are smarter decisions for a king to make is the same thing as asking if they were just, which, yeah, this whole thing seems like a mess. Thou hast answered well. A virtuous man may help one person, but a virtuous king grants favor to all his people. No king must allow his people to live in hardship. Engrave these words upon thy heart and continue on. I mean that literally, by the way. You're going to have to rip open your ribcage and stab into your heart. I hope you have really powerful healing magic. Our practices are really barbaric. That's why we hate giving rings to peasants. What's up here? Oh, screen number 2. Howdy. Any checkpoints for me? Hello. No, I'm gonna go over here now. You saw nothing. You know nothing. Let's see, who's really low on energy? Neither can't really do much right now, so I'll just switch to Cure. Figure we'll just use the MP pools that exist, and then when we get to the save point, we'll then camp. Quickly, before they see us! Haha! Oh, no. Once they see you once, it's too late, and it doesn't come back. What do I have? I have Stardust Fall. Oh! Summons a shower of stardust that causes a special damage, fire, and water to all enemies, ignoring 50% of defense. Sounds like fun. Just gonna wait a moment for the full... Should do it in its fullest form, because that sounds like a nice time. You're about to kill one of my characters. Could you, like, stop doing that, please? There we go. Stardust Fall. How's that for a mix of elements? Oh my goodness. What if we hit him with, like, you know, every element in the game? Not all of them, obviously, but... Yeah, we're lacking time and light, yeah. But still, a lot of elements at once. Let's go ahead and heal. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, D-pad skips to the bottom. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that was going to be down there. Do I do Cure 2 or Cure 1? Cure 2. Enough people were hurt that I'd have to cast it more than twice. So apparently if I go all the way to the bottom here, I can actually see another... It's another place where these are listed, the combos. Grand Cross as the starting 3 characters altogether. Causes special damage light plus shadow for 8 hits to all enemies near the target, ignoring elemental resistance. Uses Cyclone, Luminaire, and Charge. I kinda wanna see that, although it's expensive for somebody to use. Let's set it up anyway. Let's set it up and I'll just use a potion. There we go. We'll just go ahead and use an elixir. Oh, ether. Where's all my ethers? There they are. They're weirdly out of order on this list. Can I... There we go. Sorting. That's what I need. I wonder if I could just tell it to do that by default. Because I'm used to ether being in a certain spot, so when ether gets replaced by elixir in the same slot of my inventory, I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like the right one. Then I have the momentary realization of like, why is there only 2 of them? Oh, this is a completely different item. Spin for me. Hey guys, I'm going to kill all of you and it's going to hurt so much. Let's see what Grand Cross looks like. Doesn't that sound like fun? Wow. Just screw that entire screen. They have all these fun new skills to play around with. Emperor's Crown Gem. A lot of items here. Once again, I have 4 directions to go in, by the way. Like, no exaggeration how disorienting this dungeon's gonna be. But I have a fun new toy to play with, so screw it. How did... Whoa, that didn't hit them? But they seem to be really close to the lines. Huh. That caught me by surprise. See, that hit both of them, and that was a similar line where the one up close wasn't quite on it. Which is all the more reason why I thought the other one was gonna work. Let's see, Oblivion or Dream Shatter? Nope, didn't quite hit both. And Ender's sitting this one out for now. Hey there. I bring you pain? Ow. You brought me pain? Good old regular attacks, just to mix up the results here. Hello? What do you have in here? 3 cabins? How'd you fit them all in a chest? I feel like this would be where I'd stash an item or a chest or... Oh, nope, just a dead end. So later on I can open up a shortcut that leads back that way, which makes me think that somewhere off to my right is actually the destination I want to be going for. So this whole path I'm going down is not going to go anywhere. The fact that there's a shortcut to my right makes me think that going to my right is probably how I'm going to get to my ultimate goal. Oh. Oh. If I rotate you, I can go around. And that's how it gets to the right. I see what's going on here. Oh, the bird caught us. Oh, not necessarily, apparently. I've already done X-Strike. Oh yeah, that's like the first one we had. We've had this the whole time. Never used Lightning Cleave yet. I don't think we did. Maybe we did. I know I've used Fire Cleave, and all the cleaves do kind of look, all kind of feel the same overall. Not down yet? Ow! At this point we just need some really quick attacks to finish them off before they get to do anything else to us. Got him. Double level up. Nullifying the need to heal most of the people. And our MP is conserved. Good times had for all. Howdy. Oh. Let's go ahead and undo that. Look at all these snakes! Let's do this again. Oh, that looked like it was more effective at hitting everyone. Yep. It's a lot of kill types. Yeah, definitely saw the bridge connecting to the chest over here. Let's go grab it. There we go. Ooh, what was that? New Sprite Knight I've never seen before. What was it called and why is it not on the bottom of the list? I didn't sort the list, so why isn't it on the bottom? Oh, it's on the top. I guess that makes just as much sense, actually. Activates Alpha Deer in battle. It's weird how they all say that. Like, of course it does the thing that it is. During combat, there's a low chance the bearer will trigger it, causing all resistances to be raised to 100. Oh ho. That's kind of cool. That'd be a fun thing to put on Niter, perhaps? Maybe. What does he have on him right now? Because I think he's... Let's see. Yeah, he's got an evasion booster, but a chance of getting 100% resistances seems like it'd be a pretty nice thing to complement that. Also sort the list again. That seems like a reasonably useful thing for what the person I consider to be the tank. Warp you right back around, and we'll head up north. Thank you! What are you hiding from me? Oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna... Uh-oh. This could go badly for me. Let's just get this going as fast as possible. We'll go after you. I've quickly learned that the most dangerous thing in this game is often large groups. So when I see a group like that, I'm like, let's get that thing triggering right now. That strong spell, let's just do it. Because when a large group of enemies like that shows up, your party can just get dismantled in a couple turns sometimes, and it becomes a serious problem. There's just so many people taking actions back to back that it can actively be a bad thing. Hello, shortcut. So we've grabbed that now, so that simplifies the path to get here. There's the enthusiastic girl. Oh, Lady Julian, thank goodness you're safe. Why are you here? Huh? That's the girl from back in Julian's village. O one of royal blood, thou must not be deceived. The woman before you is no woman, but a monster. What? She followed after thee and snuck inside these ruins. How'd she sneak inside the ruins but then get ahead of us? What? No, I'm no monster. I was worried about her highness, so I came here to see if I could help. O one of royal blood, thou must not be deceived. What's with that voice? Stop lying, alright? It is the king's duty to guard these ruins. This monster must be eliminated. No, it's not true. Please, you have to believe me. But also, we've totally justified reasons to not kill people in the past anyway, even if they are monsters. Damn it! What are we gonna do? We've got no way of telling if she's a monster or a human. Do you really think a normal girl would have been able to follow us here, though? It doesn't add up. But if she really is human, one wrong decision by us could cost her her life. A king must bear the weight of many lives upon his shoulders. I am fully aware of what that entails. No doubt Ender, who decided against the murder of the sacrifice, will also understand. Please, I want you to collect your thoughts and each think of your answer. Let our minds be as one. I just don't see any reason to kill her at all. I get that, like, on some level, I probably should be thinking of, like, what is the answer that makes me win the dungeon? Because I gotta win the dungeon to progress in the game. But just on a basic level, and I don't even give a shit about, like, oh, it's the thing a king would do or whatever. It's just like, she's just standing there, not doing anything to us. Why would we stab her? Even Ender's sitting here like, I'm not on contract to kill this lady, what are you doing? So don't eliminate her, and then I'm sure I'll have to redo the entire floor again, but we'll see. Why must she be eliminated? I see no such need. And what is the reason for that answer? She just said what a reason is. She sees no reason. She said that your question's redundant. Whether my opponent is human or monster, I shall never raise my lance without irrefutable proof. One word from a king can bring great prosperity to a kingdom, but also great ruin. If a king bids that they do so, will the people not endure even the harshest taxation? No. But people rebel against leaders all the time for tax reasons. Will the soldiers not cast aside their own lives for him, even in the face of certain death? except for all the mutinies. Such is the weight that rests on each decision a king must make. Such decisions must not be made lightly, especially when faced with one who shows no animosity. Whether they may be monster or human, there is always room for discussion. To decide then and there to eliminate one for whom there is no proof is even an enemy. Those are not the actions of a king, but of a fool. Lady Julian, thank you. Bye! She was an illusion the whole time. Thou hast answered well. She is indeed human, inside and out. That's not really the point, though, because we've discussed the idea before that monsters can not actually be monstrous, and they can just be decent things, and you just don't need to actually kill them. So she could have been a monster, but also had no animosity, but I guess we're just gonna not address that. Yay, she's human, we win. She tried to enter these ruins, and so I captured her. Wow, that's messed up. She got captured trying to enter the ruins, and then gets, like, let's see if they'll kill her. I have sent her back outside the gate. Thank you. A king's word is law unto his people, and at times may govern even their lives. He must never speak with haste, without first ascertaining the truth. Engrave these words upon thy heart and continue on. So we're doing trials, basically? It's an odd little turn to go down, as suddenly this turned into the will Julian make a good queen question all of a sudden. And we're testing her character, who was just removed from the party earlier. Howdy. Let's do this again, because I can. Oh, I can't. Oh, because we didn't have the full haste. Ow. My face. I like my face, thank you. Even Grand Cross itself is named after the fact that it's a giant X, which is amusing to me. Charge! Straight line. Oh, we didn't hit the other one. It was a miss this time. Ow. Aye. All these misses we're doing. Cut it out. I have a distinct preference for not missing. There we go. Kind of bummed out we can't use tents, just because we keep pressing further in, and then it would be useful to be able to heal along the way. Yeah, well, I should heal you too. I know it's a JRPG thing oftentimes, but yeah, I do kind of wish that we just had health bars and mana bars, just because it's a nice way of conveying how much health somebody has, as opposed to comparing two numbers all the time. It's kind of a nice thing to have, at least as an option. Let's see, you're exceptionally low on energy, so I'll swap you out with Julian and Kier. The nice thing is that people in the background can also gain levels, and that means that they can actually recover their MP without using a potion, but without me having to keep a low MP person in the party. That keeps our options up there. What skills do I have access to? So no... Oh, we have a 3-part... Yeah, Stardust Fall. That's the one we did earlier. Right. Otherwise we have Antipode, Blasted Fire, Cleave. Huh. Seems like I have access to some kind of shortcut if I go over to the other side first. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open up where we go next. So it seems to be a recurring thing now that they give you a thing you can rotate, but the smart thing to do is walk across it first, then rotate it, or you'll get stuck. No, I heard the little chime. Oh, we got it anyway. Okay, let's do fun. I'm amused by the fact that we just have this growing roster of just enemy party destroying spells. And because I have such a large... Wow, these items. Alright. Because I have so many characters, I can swap between them willy-nilly to then go back to the other skills. Everyone will recover in the background, and I can use the MP of the characters that are recovered over and over again. Aha, you consider yourself circumvented. Oh, ancient gold pot. Oh, and we're fighting now. Somehow we ambush them? Even though the sound of being noticed already happened. That particular skill's got to be good for getting materials, huh? Or at least a decent variety of materials, just because it hits them with so many elements at once, being a link skill and a combo and using every element. 5 crit rate. What's your deal? Yep, probably a shortcut to a previous area. Oh, that's the beginning. Well, we just opened the shortcut to the beginning. That means there's a decent chance that this is actually the next question up here before long. Can I sneak past without fighting again? Nope. Well, this is happening. This would be since there's a decent number of enemies in this group. This actually is kind of a farming method you could use, at least for grinding experience. You could just keep running down that door and respawn them over and over again. Get covered in these items. Like, this has to be several hundred gold worth of items overall. Probably several thousand. But also about 1,000 experience.